a bloke just drove past me on a tractor shouting, "The end of the world is nigh." I think it was Farmageddon. Welcome to Shave&Butcher for a special shave today. We've done budget shaves and I did too. I was tagged by IAMCDB to do a budget shave. It's my dog playing with another dog. Are they having too much fun? Okay, sorry about that. It's dogs anyway. Yeah, budget shave. So I thought I would tag Chris at IAMCDB with a challenge to do a fancy pants shave. He accuses me of being a fancy pants guy, fancy pants shaver, and I do have some nice stuff. I have some cheap stuff as well, but the nice stuff is what we're doing today. So you're tagged, Christopher, to do a fancy pants shave. Today we're using this thing. He agrees. It's the neighbor's dog too, and they get each other excited. It's ridiculous. The RAÖ razor, which Andreas made. There you go. There you see it. It's a, and there's me twice. 9/8, almost 10/8 wedge, pretty much. Crazy butcher razor. This set me back $310, and it should have charged me much more considering the amount of time he spent on it and the details and the angles. Can you see? So that's $310. The brush we're using is a Paladin Winston 28mm 2-band Badger. That was $200. Soap is Martin de Cambre Vetiver, which was the equivalent of, I wrote it down, hang on, there you go. The soap was $45 US. So there you go. Aftershave, well, we'll start with a bit of Thayer's, which doesn't cost much, but then for scent we're using Creed Himalaya. And Creed Himalaya is $290. You can't get it cheaper actually, but you're gonna have to pay well over $200. So that's probably that's about $850 for a shave. So there you go. That's what we're doing today. My back still hurts from the weekend, and here's the reason why my back hurts. Spice Garden. And what you see at the back is the new potato field. Very small, but between spices and salads and potato and the Corona crisis, we should get by for 2 weeks. We'll have to kill some seagulls or badgers or something for protein as well, I guess. Oh yeah, my fact checker, Eivind Kaisen from Norway, he always fact checks me and corrects me when I'm wrong, at least some of the errors I make. I said something in the last, I think it was the last video, about my daughter being a vegetarian, and I made fun of her and dead badgers, and I had a horse brush. So Eivind pointed out badgers obviously die to make brushes. so they die for a good cause, but they still die. A horse does not, because the mane and the tail, yeah, that's where it has hairs that's cut as a normal part of the grooming process, so the horse doesn't get hurt. So that was very good, very, very vegan comment, but then he added, but the meat tastes damn good. He didn't swear, he said meat is good to eat. So I thought that was fun. Thanks, Eivind. Thanks for checking the facts. Just wetting the face a bit. Yeah. The longer this quarantine thing or self-isolation lasts, the more I think Jack from The Shining actually held it together pretty well. Do you agree? Oh, the scent of this thing. My best smelling soap. For sure. I don't know what's in this soap, I've never checked. It's just a good soap, but the scent is phenomenal. So I'll try not to mess up the lather, because I have to show it's important to use expensive gear. Okay, that should be plenty, so we'll put a bit of water to that. Okay, so I don't know if you hear the dogs, but they're outside now. Someone got really sick of them and threw them outside. Then it's more the neighbor's problem. Yeah, so the soap and the water and you know, you should remember how different soaps should be treated. I never pay attention. I know some are a bit tricky. See, you have to make sure you load properly, and some can't take too much water. Sometimes I remember, but typically, generally, with my rather poor lathering technique, I need easy soaps. You don't have to struggle with. I do a pretty decent Mitchell's Wolf Fat, which some people struggle with, but that's because I try. So we want this to be wet for the axe to be able to cut through. Don't want it too dry, too dense. Well, dense is okay, but not too dry. And if you're not super good at lathering or not paying close attention, and I typically am not, especially when I'm making a video, you don't, I mean, if it's too wet, you know, and you fix it. You add more soap or you work it longer or something. But if it's too dry, oftentimes you only discover once you've started shaving, and then it's like, should I add more water? I won't be bothered. Typically, I think that might be good actually. Not too thick. Is it wet enough? J'espère. Oh, did you see Thor breaking the world record in deadlift by a kilo to 501 kilos? Did that in the weekend. If you're interested in deadlifts, that was pretty cool. It's like a small car. Here we go, the big razor. I'll stretch a bit. Oh yeah, you were funny in the comments. Who was that? That was Lee Halsley. Sorry if I pronounce incorrectly. Lee, who I said in the video, oh right, I should stretch more. People point out I don't stretch enough. So I said, I'll stretch more to keep you lot happy. And he said, well, if you stretch just to make people happy, is that the shaving equivalent of faking an orgasm? Yeah. What shaving humor? It's the best. This razor is so big. It is huge. Oh, Trinker Dixon was funny as well. Trinker said, I can't remember what the topic was. Yeah, budget shaves, I guess. And he said, yeah, these are okay. You can sort of convince your woman that it's a cost saver. It's when you get into straight razors and Creed and stuff like that that it becomes difficult. And if she sees another straight razor you purchased and you get that, you're asked, what the hell is that? And you're trying to defend it, saying, yeah, this will last a lifetime. And it's your 15th razor. And then he said you get this stare from her, which reduces your lifetime by about 10 years. I thought that was funny. Thanks, guys, for being funny. It's just nice to laugh sometime, hey? There might be larger razors, sorry, battery gone, but I doubt there are any heavier razor than this. I haven't weighed it, but it's a good chunk of steel. Do you think it's good looking? I mean, I know it's impressive, but does it look good? I think so. It's for showing off. It really is. But in spite of its size, it does shave really well. It was ridiculously sharp when I got it. He put a killer edge on it. And it's less sharp now because I have used it quite a bit. And I got it, Andreas, I don't know, a year ago or so. But still is good. Oh, the scent of the soap. Ooh. That Asian grass is spectacular. Okay, pass number 2. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what Chris comes up with in terms of fancy pant gear. He's got a few things. Ja. Ja, jag gör rakvideo. 10 minuter. That was the wife. She desperately wants to be part of it video, but I keep saying no. It's not, just afraid she'll take over. There you go. I also got a remark the other day about the angle on the razor. When I ordered it, the person said, wow, you got almost no angle. I thought it had to be 30 degrees. And it doesn't really. I mean, how much is 30 degrees? Yeah, sometimes it is, I guess, but it doesn't have to be all the time, and you don't have to think 30 degrees. Get a measurement device. You basically want the angle to be as small or shallow as possible, where it still cuts whiskers. and you want to try and follow the angle when you go around things. It's not always easy, but you want to try. Still is a good shave. Common question is also, what's a good size for a razor when you're starting out? There is no one answer to that. Size-wise, it's more important about the shape, I think. You don't want to, what do you call it, a sharp corner. Sharp doesn't sound like English, but I think you know what I mean. So you want that to be rounded. It doesn't have to be rounded much. It could be rounded like that, or muted, or whatever it's called. That's enough. It's maybe a bit easier to get a good shave and get a good feel with a hollow razor instead of a wedge, I think. To get a good shave with a wedge, you need a really good wedge, where you have to pay a bit more money if you want it in good condition. A hollow razor is cheaper. You still have to pay up to get a decent one, but I think so. And most people get better shaves with hollow razors. I do too. I have to work a bit harder with the wedge. I just like wedges. Yeah, leather works very well. Martin de Candre is expensive. Do you get what you pay for in terms of leather performance? No, not really. But the scents are killer. This is my only one, but I've smelled the rose one, which is so good, incredible. And the others I don't know. But I pay for the scent, I guess. Bloody dogs. Can you hear them? I hope not. They're annoying. The neighbor's working for 6 weeks now. He's retired, so we're having his dog over during the day, and they love it. The dogs love it. Dogs shouldn't be alone, but they are a handful. Especially when you're out walking them. If you have them on a leash and one takes a dump while the other one tries to run away to murder another dog and barks his brains out, and you're trying to pick up the poop in your poop bag. That's a lot of fun. And then the neighbor comes and wants to talk to you. Oof. But yeah, I decided to start pausing when rinsing. I forgot. Very nice, very nice. Pretty good. Not a lot of blood. I did something there. I don't know what it was. There's a little bit left. I'm saving it. I hopefully have new one on the way in. It's been traveling for a while. Like Chris IAMCDB says, if you're a baldy, any chance you have to put good stuff on the head, use it. Okay, going over to my daughter's place for dinner. That's why the wife interfered before, so that'll be good. But before we do, we're gonna smell nice with Himalaya from Creed. A woodsy, spicy, really manly scent. Putting one there, putting one there. There you go. Thank you so much for watching the Fancy Pants Shave. Over to you, Christopher. Do something good with it, and all of you, thanks for watching. If you watched this far, thanks for commenting, thanks for being appreciative, open, come with ideas, thanks for being funny. Really appreciate it, I really do. Today marks, it's been a really strange day today. I might get into that in the future, but today, as I was walking in and a lot of strange things were happening, I noticed I have 666 subscribers. So thank you for that. But that's also the number of the beast. So we'll see what else this day has to offer. Guys and gals, thanks for watching. See you soon. Stay sharp.